So I'm going for a walk. I'm going to pick up my grandson. They've got early dismissal this week. So I thought maybe while I'm walking there, we'd talk trees, wire trees. For a small tree, I start out with at least 25 feet, maybe even more. That's for a really small tree. I gather the wire that I'm going to use and I bundle it up with a rubber band. All kinds of wire. Copper wire, I love copper wire. Stainless steel wire, I love stainless steel wire. I use permanently colored wire. I use floral wire. I use bronze wire. I use magnet wire. And the past few years, I've been using permanently colored silver plated wire and copper wire. It's permanently colored, meaning the color does not come off. So you have brilliant colors like brown, green, black, red, orange. My favorite gauge of wire is a 20 gauge wire. I incorporate the 20 gauge wire with the 22 gauge wire. You're asking 20 gauge, 22 gauge. Okay, so I'll explain that. The higher the number of the wire, the thinner the wire is. The lower the number of the wire, the thicker it is. So a 20 gauge wire is thicker than a 22 gauge wire. The wire that I use is soft tempered, or you might find half hard or half soft. I use half soft or a soft tempered wire so I can twist it with my hands. So now we're walking back home and my grandson just showed me a leaf. Does that inspire you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that inspires me too. Moss in between the cracks of the road and the driveway. When I get started in creating a tree, I always think from the bottom up, like a seed that is planted into the ground. It's like an idea that goes off in my head. I decide on the kind of wire I want to use. If it be copper, stainless steel, brass, permanently colored, and then I decide the size of the tree that I want to create. For a very small tree, I start with at least 25 feet of wire. That's a tiny tree. If I want to do a small tree, say maybe 6 inches, then you're thinking maybe more in yards. I would do at least 21, maybe 25 yards of wire. For an 8-inch tree, I'm thinking between 40 and 50 yards of wire. For a 9 to 10-inch wire tree, anywhere from 50 to 75, even 100 yards of wire. When I talk about wire, I'm usually using a 22 gauge wire and a 20 gauge wire. My 20 gauge wire is my root system and the trunk, and then I feed into a 22 gauge wire, which is a little bit thinner but gives you the fullness that you're looking for when creating a wire tree. Wire that would be best suited for the tree that you're thinking about, 25 yards to start. The price probably you'll spend between $15 and $20. That's just for the wire. Carol here from Onlytrees. If you're interested in realistic wire trees, hit that subscribe button in the link below and we'll talk soon. Videos are hard to make. My plan was to jump in, and I'm literally standing in my yard talking to you guys, and I got this little, I don't know what it was, sticking on my lip. What can you say for an old lady? Okay, well, just enjoy it.